know, you guys are here making me nervous. Hey, everyone. Did it go through? Can we check? This is part of No Filters, No Fears. Hello, everyone. My name is Choobie. Thank you for joining us. We made it to 140 episodes. So I'm very excited. That's 3 years, 12 seasons. And we are here. We have Angel, who has been a co-host. Hi. And Brian, who made all the music for No Filters, No Fears. Without him, we will not be, doing our quotey quotes or Choobie's book corner. So thank you both for being here. I am very excited to have you here. I don't know. I'm just like, thank you for joining. And whoever's watching, because I don't know who's watching, let's go do our old thing, what we used to do. What was it? We used to go on. Is it going on Facebook anyway? Can anybody see? Yes, it's still happening. I don't know if it ever goes on Facebook. Can anybody check? Oh, it is. It's live. Oh, no. Anyway. Nope. And I don't even know how to put our volume down. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I don't know who's watching. Hey, Sharon. Thank you for watching. I don't know. I can't tell who's on. This is why I never do lives. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. I am very nervous. I haven't done a live in a year and 6 months. So.
Well, thank you for having me here, and congratulations. It's 3 years is serious. You've been at it, and I know a lot of people. Obviously, maybe can't catch every episode, but you've been at it no matter what, and it's impressive, and proud of you.
Thank you. That means a lot. I mean, it's a lot of work. Like, listen, this is what work looks like. Like I was showing you earlier. This, everyone, is 3 years of writing everything down. Of like working and just trying to get all the episodes. To be coherent at least. Something that we all could like share and talk and have conversations about. Sharon says hi to everyone. I don't know if you guys could see it.
Hello.
But anyone who's watching, if you have any questions throughout the show, please ask, because I already have a couple of questions everybody asked on the survey I did earlier, so I'm going to be answering those. This is going to be a memory lane. Oh my God. I am excited. I don't even know what to say. I don't want it to be longer than an hour because, we have things to do, right? But I do want to start by sharing our very first episode. I got consent from Vanessa, because it's her face there too. I looked at it and I was mortified. So everybody, let's be mortified together, okay? A lot of things have changed, obviously, from day one to 3 years later. I learned a lot. So give me a break when you see this, please. If you haven't seen it, here we go. We're going to start right off the bat. So, okay, just, how do you do this? Okay, video file. No. Here we go. Okay. Nope, not doing it right already. Okay, desktop. Okay, here we go. Let me know if you guys could see it.
Yeah,
this is the one. This is the one. I know it is.
Oh my God, this is when we were having trouble.
Are you on live now?
I am live.
Well, your thing just went completely crazy, so I couldn't. Did you figure it out?
I can't.
Yes, it should not happen again.
No, so did you?
I will not be touching or logging out. Hello, friends.
You said.
Hello. Oh. Wait.
This is horrible.
You guys are getting a fun behind the scenes. You know what? I say from now on, since we start doing these. Do you hear me good?
I hear you. Does everybody hear us? Let us know. Thumbs up.
Guys, can you give us, since you are so kind to be here in our behind the scenes, give us a thumbs up if you hear us nice and clear without any reverb.
Yeah, we need feedback. But were you able to figure out when you shut it down? I mean, when you log out to save it?
Yeah,
it didn't log out. Like, I accidentally tapped to get out of the.
So this is how our first episode started. Awful. It was on Instagram, right? And we didn't know what to do. Vanessa says, "Oh my God, throwback of the tech struggles." Listen, we still had the tech issues 2 years later. I don't even want to say anything. Do you guys remember the first episode? Do you guys remember watching it? Brian, Angel, anybody watching?
Yeah, I remember the early episodes. There was definitely a lot of technical issues. Some episodes got cut short because of them, and I remember you guys did figure it out, but things would still come up, of course.
I cannot look at this. The quality is horrible. And we had no, what is the word I'm looking for? We had no structure of anything. Like, I don't know if you guys watched my last episode, but on my last episode I mentioned how we did it off the bat with no structure, no, it was like blindly. We went into it blindly, and I just feel like Vanessa says perseverance. Yeah, I know, but sometimes, right? You She's like, it's definitely come a long way. Yeah, we figured out that there were apps and stuff to help us, right? And people with knowledge that could help us. Let me remove that. It's enough that we already have to see this already. But look at that. No, I can't. I can't even. No, I remember when I would just like spend like 2 hours before the episodes to just like decorate the back and like make sure everybody knew what it was and all that good stuff. And now I'm like, no, it wasn't never about the back, right? It was always about the contents. So it was scary though. Like I didn't even know what to do or say. Sometimes I was like, I don't know. It was just scary completely. So, but thank you for everyone. The first episode is actually the third most watched, I guess, because it was the first episode and everybody was supporting, and then trickled down the line, and then everybody, I don't know where everybody went, but here we are either way. Nonetheless, I have no balloons. I actually wanted a balloon that says 3 years old, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm
You
gonna
had a lot of balloons. You had a lot of decorations, and then you had you made stuff like as the time went on.
the message boards were my favorite. They still are my favorite, actually. So, but clearly no message boards. Angel, are you okay? Sharon says, I was just excited to see the what? It's fine. I was just excited to see a friend doing something like this, so the tech issues didn't bother me too much. Well, I mean, Sharon, Sharon is a true blue, so you already know she's been there since day one, and she also had tech issues every time she would join, like our lives or whatever. And I mean, I appreciate everybody who actually took their time to be here and show me support, regardless of like what the episode was about. But I will never see this episode again. Okay, just letting y'all know. I've never seen it since this time when I was looking for it and like to share. I cannot bear it. I cannot. I don't even know what the topic was about, to be honest with you. It was that bad. Oh my God, I can't. And I know we're supposed to.
I was just gonna say, like, you got to start somewhere, and you figure it out as you go, and you have, obviously.
No, I know, and I think that's the whole point of it. But oh my goodness, I just want to talk about now. We're in episode 140. That's what that episode got us to here. Vanessa says she sees the mug. I had to do a throwback to the original mug. Come on, my first green mug. Angel, do you have one? I'm just saying.
How dare you? No.
No, but honestly, I appreciate everybody. I don't even know. I had like over 50 to 70 people joining throughout the years. Some people came back, and again, like I said, Angel hosted several episodes after Vanessa left, and we've been doing whatever we can to keep it up, right? I mean, I know most people always said, oh, we love lives, but I don't. It freaks me out. Most of it freaks me out. It just makes me feel panicky. I don't know how people who do it live can. I don't know. Like, what do you guys prefer still? Lives or like just on your own time, go watch it whenever you can?
For me, the live still, because you're more interactive. We have you can have like an actual conversation. You can get feedback from people's comments. Whereas like if you're just doing it by yourself, it feels a little more uh, alienated in some ways. But not that obviously you can get your point across quicker without interruptions. But I think it holds your attention more when it's like a conversation.
Oh no, I totally agree with you. I in the year and a half that I have been doing this alone, I do miss that interaction and that whatever. But I still can't do lives. Like I'm an ambivert, so like I have my extrovertness sometimes, but I just have stage fright. I just can't do lives. Like I feel like then my English just goes out the door, and then I don't know what I'm saying, so I get nervous, and it still happens to this day. I don't know why. I just can't. So we're gonna have someone else joining, Neen. She's been in our episodes a couple of times, so I'm very excited about that. Um, I don't know. Thank you. I just can't be more grateful than I am already. It's just I don't know. I don't know what to say. I do have content to share for the rest of the episode, but I'm just saying right now. Thank you. We've only been 11 minutes, and we already been mortified with episode 1.
Come
You
on.
I
know.
wasn't mortified at all, so it's fine.
Yeah, I have to live that. It's funny because our most popular episode was crystal clear about honesty or forgiveness. Vanessa, what was it if you're watching? I know it, but I don't know it. You know what I mean? That's the bad part. It was our most viewed episode too, which was kind of weird to me. Let me check it out. Hold on. Let's see. Who's there? Vanessa, I hope you still have your mug. I
I'm
know it's
sure.
just a mug to
No.
I know it's just a mug to some people, but Okay, so let's see. Where's crystal clear? Okay. I don't even know what was it. Do you guys remember it? Okay, so this episode was about communication, honesty, and consent.
Okay.
Do y'all have something to say? Why is this our most viewed or heard episode? I'm just saying, like I love that episode though. I remember it clearly. No pun intended in the title. But I feel like having communication and honesty is the best way to have a relationship with anybody. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, communication is such an important, like one of the absolute most important parts of any good relationship.
And the hardest because most people can't be honest with people because they think that there's an expectation or like a condition. Like for us three, like I've known both of you for so long in my life now that I feel like I could just be brutally honest, but we're not obviously not hurting your feelings, and but I'm like, hey, I just don't like this, or I'm sorry, shit's happening. But it's the truth though, and you guys are not gonna take it personal because hello, we're adults and shit happens. And if you can't make, like for example, if you guys couldn't make it today, listen, I can't make it, but good luck, happy 3 years, and just move along. Or like you did, Brian, you couldn't make it to the 100th episode, but you were kind enough to still share a video with me, which I posted and compiled, and that's it. You see, there you go, bam. Instead of keeping people in the, oh, I don't know, guys know how I feel, I don't know to me means no. Or maybe means no to me, not to, if you guys feel otherwise, that's fine. But to me, I feel like just say no. Just say no and get it out of the way. At least be honest. Hold on. Can Janine, can I see your face? Okay, Weenie, can I see your face?
Oh boy.
My best friend is joining. Well, my other best friend that lives in Boston. No
If she
offense.
don't show her face, I shouldn't show my face.
Fine, then I don't show my face either, Brian. Let's not show our face.
No,
Let's
we can't
have
do that. No.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Take over the show. It's fine. So I did inquire a bunch of questions. I did ask everybody to ask questions. And one of the most ones that I've usually got was the freaking co-host question. Why do you guys care so much about me having a co-host? Anybody out there, you could answer that question. Let me know why. No? Anybody?
I don't have an answer, but I mean, really, you know, it depends on the topic. It's good. You've had people that were, you know, more of an expert in certain topics, and they came in and they gave their, you know, thoughts and opinions and what the facts that they know, and you know, I think that works too.
Listen, if I didn't know about something, I always asked because I was not going to pretend. Even with all the research you do, you could never know a topic.
Right.
You know, excuse me. The one that I'm most diverse in, because I've been doing it for like 5-6 years now, is human trafficking. Other than that, I don't know squat about anything else that I've talked about because I don't know it. I don't. So yeah, you're right. I mean, Brian, I did have guests sharing their thoughts and what they knew, and it helped the episode. But having a co-host, I enjoyed it. For the first year and a half was amazing, you know, because you do have that communication with somebody else, and then you bounce ideas off of each other. But okay, it ended up ending. Now I did it alone, and you know, like Angel was here, there, some people were here and there, but a co-host was not meant to be because I asked and it fell through, you know, like if you don't, like I said, if you don't have time to commit to something 100%, then don't do it, because then you're just putting yourself and the other person, you know, in whatever, you know. So it's just be honest with yourself, and most people have said that. Oh my god, I would love the opportunity, but I just don't have the time right now. And that is a type of honesty and communication that I uh, um respect and love. Other than that, it's like, don't waste my time, you know what I mean? So it's like, no hard feelings to anybody. I don't, again, if you didn't watch my last episode, I mentioned that. Just, it is okay. I'm not gonna be mad. Oh, you said no to me? You want me to be mad? No.
No.
You just were honest. Really? Really,
What?
Winnie T-Poo? No, my best friend's just changing her names and just, can I add you now? Welcome to the show. You can't hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah,
I
I hear
can
Brian,
you.
hear
can
you.
you? That's you.
Yes, it's you.
Oh my god,
What are
that
you
is
It's
the
not
doing?
one.
us, it's you. Sorry.
That is the one thing that I am never going to miss.
Oh boy.
The the technical issues. I'm sorry. Lives, not live. I just can't. Well, not live. I never had technical issues
And
because, you know.
you could do them live and edit them, and, you know, cut out things if needed.
Well, clearly, as I began the journey of No Filters, No Fears at the beginning, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could edit. Hello, I wasn't an expert on editing videos. I was an expert on photography, and that is it. So how would I know that you were able to do that? Even though I did ask my brother, who's an expert on video. You know, should have asked him from the beginning. He did give me pointers. So if he's watching this, thank you. He gave me pointers of how to put the camera or whatever. And I'm like, listen, I just want something simple, like straight, where I could like navigate the whole entire thing by myself. And I have to have like a tech person in the back saying, hey, you got to change this. I'm like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. You know, it took me forever to get what is it called? A mic that I knew how to handle, like work. Oh my god, tech has been a number one issue on this podcast. I think everyone's gonna remember us for that. No, I hope not. That will be awful, wouldn't it?
I only remember when you bring it up, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely
Well,
was
I'm
part of
glad
it.
that it's not in people's mind. How do you mute this thing? Oh, there it goes. See, I don't even know. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Who's watching? Can anybody say hi? Okay,
I was
let's
gonna
see.
say
Are
it,
they
but I
back?
don't know.
What? That somebody came in? Yeah, I know. Hello?
What you giving this for? What is this?
Why are you on mute? Oh. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, if you have your headphones on, that's the problem. You need to make sure that they're connected. Because
Come on now.
I don't know what to tell you. See, this is okay. Whoever's watching, Sharon is like still here. She's writing help. She needs help with something. I don't know. Anyway, back to the. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? No.
You see, I'm glad I'm not the one going through that. I don't know. If you just want to stay there, I mean, we'll be stuck. But can you hear us now?
I like this, the whole writing thing. I like.
Oh yeah, like it was a game.
Yes, that's how it feels right now.
You could do a whole episode with just putting words up on little pieces of paper.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean? It's not me. It's literally you. If you have headphones connected or anything, you have to take them down and put them back up. Other than that, I cannot help you. Don't text me. I can't see it. Okay, anyway, see, I get distracted. This is why live videos are hard. Okay, so I asked a couple of questions, right? And if you saw my last episode, weirdly enough, I already answered most of them anyway, but I'm going to answer a couple of questions. Okay. It says, are you ever going to change how No Filters, No Fears is? Change what? Person? No, I don't know. These people, I don't know. Some people ask, and I'm like, okay. So change what? If you mean the logo is already changed, because I love this logo. But if you mean like change the topics or like what I'm going to be sharing, then maybe I probably will. This is what happens when your best friend is trying to support you and they are trying their hardest to. There you go. We could hear you. Woo! Celebration. Finally, 10 years later. Well, Neen over here, Winnie T-Poo. Don't ask. I don't know why. But anyway, she was in a couple of my episodes. I've known her since I was in high school. Hi, welcome. We're 22 minutes in, just celebrating, talking stuff, and just saying hi. That's it. Okay. A quick celebration. Yes, because people have things to do. No, anyway, so are you ever going to change how No Filters, No Fears is? The topics are still going to be the same. Do you not live in this world? Do you not know what's happening right now? All the stuff that's going on? How can I like sit back and be like, nah, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to let it go. You know, like really? Trying to see the comments here, but I can't see. So, what made you pick the topics? I think I just answered that. Didn't you not know what has been going on? I cannot not do them. So I'm gonna start from Angel, then Brian, then I'm not gonna call you Winnie the Pooh. You don't have that title. Anyway,
it's there. You have to do it. It's there. Please use what is there. Thank you.
Thank you, Angel.
Sure. Okay. So Angel, what was your favorite episode that you did with me? Like that you were able to, that you remember? Because you know,
Thank
memories.
You for saying remember. Mm-hmm.
I know we're all old and stuff. Yes, that's for everyone's questions. If you're watching, what is your favorite episode? Sorry, continue.
Was it I think the one, I don't know if it was the punishment. Was it punishment? Capital punishment?
Oh yeah, the jail one, the one, yeah, that one. That was a good episode.
I have to say it's my favorite because when I was looking for stuff, oh my gosh, my brain was just all over the place. Like, how could they have that many types of punishment? I couldn't believe it.
No, and it goes back to the whole like what we were talking about in the episode because you don't remember. It's okay. That I believe in rehabilitation in jails.
Mhm.
I feel like, and again, there are some petty crimes that do not even deserve jail time. I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave it at that. But then there's some crimes that require some. But I do believe in rehabilitations, and most jails do not provide that. So that was a very interesting episode. I really enjoyed it, but then I was like, we need to change obviously the laws in it because it just doesn't apply to everybody. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Anyway, Brian, what was your favorite episode you got to participate?
Oh, I mean, a couple of things came to mind. I mean, some of them I was kind of in them like this, but I was also in the comments section for numerous ones as well. I mean, the ones that I remember being part of, like on camera like this, we had ones about music. There
Oh
was like, there was trivia type of things where we did like a game and we were playing against one another. But in regards to like ones that I watched that stand out, I remember, I believe it was one with you and Vanessa where you were talking about like kids and having kids and what have you. And then you
yeah.
guys were like on the opposite spectrum of like, what you wanted in your life. And I thought it was good that you guys had like different points of views and opinions. Obviously, both completely valid, but like just it was interesting to see like the debate of it. So and yeah, definitely. I remember you reading about different laws that existed that just seemed extremely outdated and nonsensical, and so like a lot of stuff comes to mind. But like for me personally, the ones I was in, definitely, I remember. I want to say I was in like episode like 24, 30, 68. I kind of remember by numbers more than anything. Um, but no, there's just anything that you guys do has been awesome, generally speaking.
I love the fact that Vanessa and I did have the opposites, like we were opposite because what is a good debate without being opposite? If we were both on the same side, then it would have been like kind of boring. But we genuinely are the opposite in that. Like, does it look like I'm gonna have any kids? Not happening.
Oh, wow.
I have y'all kids or my kids. I'll just take care of y'all's. That's it. Well,
Wow.
Brian, I know your kids since they were born, so it's fine.
True.
They're old. They're older now. They're like what, 12, 9? I don't
Yep.
remember.
Yep.
I got him. Oh, I'm so bad with numbers. This is spot on. And the lost one, that episode was insane. Like who think they're outdated. We need T-Poo. Do you remember that law in Boston Commons that if you walk around midnight or something with a gun or something, it was at 3 a.m. It was an outdated law. When I was living over there, I learned about it and I'm like, what do you mean I can't walk around? First of all, why would I walk around the Boston Commons with a gun at 3 a.m.? I'm just saying. It was those type of laws are the ones that I'm like,
They had,
go change them. Okay, now it's your turn.
my favorite episode was the one that you talked about retirement. I like that one just because I know we're all going to be struggling when we hit retirement age. Those benefits aren't going to help.
It's not happening now. I thought we were all struggling. What are you talking about?
It's going to be even
No.
worse. We're all going to end up being roommates.
Oh, wow.
I don't mind. Remember what we said. What is it called?
The tiny
commune. Yes, let's do that.
There we go.
That episode pissed me off. Let me tell
Yeah.
you. The white man said, because that's the only reason. Who says that we need to be? How old? 70 now. Most of us will be dead by then. I don't know.
If we even get benefits by then.
Oh my god, it's gonna piss me off even more because that sucks. Oh come on, Brian, it sucks. It is an awful episode.
I
It's
know,
an
I understand. I just don't want you to be pissed off on your celebration day. You know what I mean?
Oh no! I'll still be pissed off about it every time I think about me learning about who invented retirement, how retirement came about, and how it's implemented. I sit here and I'm like, really? So I have to work for the rest of my life, work whatever that means, and get nothing at the end? Is that it?
Pretty much.
No, I mean, if you're lucky, you get $2.
Oh, thank you. We'll split the $2
Good
The
enough.
between
$2
us.
can't go very far, but we'll get $2 if we're
Yes,
lucky.
Mhm.
You gotta find a way around the norm of the way it's all set up. You know, side hustles, whatever you got to do. There's
Stick it to the man, right?
yeah, find a way. You know,
I believe in commune. What is it called? Commune. What is it called?
Communes.
Yeah, commune. That word. Yeah. Let's all live together. Our own houses. You know, a little lot. No, it's cheaper that way. If you're listening and
It is.
watching, isn't it
Yeah.
cheaper? It's better.
Yep. It is.
Do you have your drinks, water, juice, whatever? No.
as long as everybody's willing to put in their fair share, because it's like a group project at that point.
Yeah.
No,
Right? There's always one
no,
person
it
that doesn't
is.
hold up their end of the bargain.
Oh, I totally believe in that, but that's why you move in or work with people that you trust, not just with anybody. And then all of a sudden, it's like you owe rent for this month. You know, like
No. I think what I was thinking of is everyone buys their own home, put together money, so we have equal share to the land, and then we each build on the property where we want, and just have like pathways that just leads to each other's homes, and that's it. That's literally it. We pay everything separately. We don't pay
that
our bills
sounds
together.
good.
We can have like a community garden. We can have like monthly bingo activities when we're all old and retired.
I'm like,
I see.
Why do we gotta wait? You know what I mean?
right? No, I mean that sounds all nice and dandy, but is it actually feasible for some people? Can we do that? That's why I said rent, because
Start now. Save the $2.
we're never gonna get anywhere. Oh my god! Listen, honestly, from it's 140 episodes. Some of them were just parties, so not an actual episode. So take about, I don't know, I'm bad at math, so whoever does the math. But anyway, I don't know which one's my favorite, but I really obviously I did them. I truly enjoyed them. But the one that I enjoyed the most, I have to agree with Brian, was the party one where like the game. That was so much fun to do. It was funny and fun. And you got to meet new people, and I got to like, I don't know, interact with everybody, and it was just fun to do. Like, I don't know, it was just like a let go episode from all of our serious episodes, because I'm not giving you guys like elephant vibes like a lot. Poor elephants. They're still there though. I know, but I mean, what can I do? Like, and all the Music Monday episodes were fun. I love music. Who doesn't love music? Music saved lives. Oh, look at that. Now he's saying that my computer's dying. Oh, look at that. I shouldn't have said anything, huh? No, I don't even know what to do besides plug in the computer, right? What you said?
Plug it in.
Plug it in, plug it in. Oh, that's when we used to watch TV, right?
Yeah.
Who watches TV now?
When we used to watch commercials when we were forced to.
Who has time to watch? Vanessa's like, technology, it strikes again. Listen, that is honestly, it's funny now, but at the beginning I was so pissed off to the point where I wanted to grab like the internet itself, like the Wi-Fi, and be like, you know what, you piece of, and just throw it away, because it was just like, why? And it wasn't really, yeah, it was just annoying. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna keep answering questions. Vanessa, if anybody out there, if you have questions, let me know so we could answer. Okay. How have you dealt with doing the podcast alone? Listen, I'm tired of the same questions. I already answered you guys several times. I dealt with it fine. Again, me and Brian and Angel, and we talked about it earlier, that we had guests come and go, and then the ones that didn't make it, it was fine, and then I moved on, right?
This is, I mean, your vision in a lot of ways. Obviously, other people have contributed greatly in different ways, but at the end of the day, like, you're the driving force behind it. So,
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it was frustrating. It was annoying. It was like crying some of the time, because some episodes were like hard. Like when I did the Black Lives Matter episode, I literally compiled, I don't know if you guys ever saw it, an episode of literally all the names of the people that have passed away. Like the names just kept scrolling. It was literally over 300. And mind you, I researched every single name all across the United States, including Puerto Rico, and I compiled them one by one together. Obviously, some already had lists, but because there were lists online of other people that have passed away, but I had to put them together from other lists and make sure I didn't repeat the names. But that was the hardest episode for me because that was just way too many fucking names in less than a couple of months. Like that was hard. That was hard to do. But sometimes you just gotta do it because again, I am an activist, I am an advocate, and I can't just sit there and pretend that everything's okay and that it's not bothering me, So, but other than that, it was just again, I love learning, and learning is what kept me going through all the episodes and just wanting to share. Because again, there's some things that most people didn't know about. So Vanessa says you've had some really impactful episodes. I mean, why am I not sharing this like good old times? Like I don't know how to work. oh, you say something now. Listen.
No, it's okay.
But thank you. I mean, again, since day one, I try my best to share all the episodes and just make sure that this is being talked about because there's some horrific things out there that you see, like the indigenous women being missing and murdered and all that. Holy hell. Like, I'm sorry, but I didn't know that until like maybe 5 years ago. So obviously when I brought it up to Vanessa and she's like, yeah, let's talk about it. I was like, awesome, because it's really important. And thanks to the media now taking, we had nothing to do. The pandemic was just, stuck in our lives up, so, but it did bring awareness to a lot of topics. So again, to answer the question, yeah, I dealt with it fine. Long story short, right? Sharon says, one of my favorite episodes was more on the lighter side. It was a superstition episode. Oh, I love that episode. I love superstitions. I still believe in a lot of stuff, like walking down the ladder, under the ladder, except the black cat one. That is a lie, full of lies.
Come on, it's true.
It's full of lies. It is not true.
I hope it's not true.
Yes, it is.
What is true that black animals get slaughtered every time Black Friday comes around. That is a true fact, and it's sad. But black cats having bad luck, it is not. I don't want to hear it. I'm still trying to get my computer to charge. I don't know what's happening, y'all. Can you imagine it's not even plugged into the wall and I'm just struggling here?
Better check it out.
Man.
Starting conversations, raising awareness, creating community is the only way for steps towards progress. Like we always say, baby steps to lead you forward, right? Let me see what Sharon's like. I have a black cat named Shadow and he's the sweetest. Tell her, come on.
Applied to pets you already know.
You need some therapy with that. You need to heal with your black.
Where I'm from, it's a random black cat in the middle of the night that you encounter. It's not a pet that you know.
Why are you randomly walking around in the middle of the night?
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe because I'm going to the Boston Common at 3 a.m. with a gun.
That is just the weirdest.
You just admitted that on a live. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a live. I can't edit that out.
Oh man.
With a black cat, imagine that becomes a freaking law now, and I'm like, really, y'all? Okay, wait. I don't know what that was. They don't allow adoption in Halloween because of that. Yeah, I know. It's scary. But keep believing what you want to believe. Okay, next question. Oh yeah, because Vanessa have a squishy who appeared in our episode too. Okay. Okay, happy 140th episode. Will there be more? I will be answering that at the end of this session. Anyway, Did you ever get any backlash with one of your episodes? I don't know. Vanessa, can you answer that if you're watching? Because I don't remember. I don't remember anybody being like, yo, this is wrong, or like, why did you talk about that? It was always supportive. I always got the good side of the thing. And if there was one person, I don't know, they never came up to us and be like, yo, this is wrong. But again, I did it in a tasteful manner. It was informational, educational. It wasn't like trying to attack anybody, because don't believe in that. I wouldn't like that being done to me, so I wouldn't do that. And you guys know me, like, why would I do that? Like, no, unless I was really strong on the episode, I'm like, you can't change my mind, then maybe. But other than that, I was not nasty. We were not nasty people. That's all I have to say. But anyway, one thing we don't know about No Filters, No Fears, that I was going to, well, there's many things, plenty of things, but the main one, well, the two main ones. The first one was we got rejected on our first studio that we ever wanted. It was beautiful. It was perfect. Y'all know about it. The tears. Anyway, yeah, we were about to get an official like studio where people could come see, sit, and whatever. And yeah, we got rejected. It's fine. And the second thing is that No Filters, No Fears was going to be a non-profit organization, but I turned it into an LLC instead. So we did that. So yeah, that's it. No, I'm not gonna go change every single thing on social media and be like LLC, or corp, whatever it was. No, you can't do that. That's too much. But those are the only things you guys didn't know about No Filters, No Fears. Let's see what Vanessa says. Nope, fortunate to always have folks that were eager to learn. Right? I'm like, in both of our sides, we never had any problems. And I guess that was one of my biggest fear. I was like, oh my God, are we gonna get like shitted on because we're like bringing awareness to all these topics? And then most people came to us and they're like, we don't know anything about this. And I'm like, that is the whole point of the episode, you know? What is one thing you guys didn't know about No Filters, No Fears?
The first thing that comes to mind is I remember talking to you once about how much research time you put into each episode.
Yeah.
I remember it's a lot, basically.
Yeah, depending on the episode, I will stay up like all the way into like 1 or 2, trying to make sure for 4 days straight into the episode or the day of. Or I mean the day, yeah. Yeah. And me and Vanessa would not really share anything just so we could keep it fresh and unbiased, so we didn't know what we are gonna talk about. But yeah, it was a lot of research. And that's when my last episode about the qualifications, I don't know if you guys saw that episode, people were like, what makes you qualified to talk about this? And I'm like, experience, life, reading. I don't know. What qualifications do you really need? And besides being an activist and advocate and living the experiences, like what else can you talk about? Yeah, we did. She said we had our individual segments. Yeah, we did. We truly did. But you guys know what I'm saying? Like, do
Yeah.
you really need to have a freaking bachelor's or master's on wanting to talk about these subjects? Like, all of you are educated folks. What do you think?
You have your own personal experiences to draw from, and nobody should be able to tell you that your experiences are not good enough or something, especially in topics that you have researched and you're presenting facts. I don't see any problem with that at all.
I never understood that. I literally went to like government websites to get all the information. It wasn't just like, oh, let me put it out of my ass. Let me see what I could get. Like, no, it was like literally government websites where like the .gov, and if it was a .com, it was still a credible source. No, not CNN or but like actual websites where we go to. But people still had the audacity to ask. Well, I guess that's a back, but not really. It was just a comment that somebody thought that it was okay to DM a person they don't know and be like, "Yo, what are your qualifications?" They literally said, "What are your qualifications to talk about these topics?" I read it and I just sat there and I'm like,
sometimes it's good that people are kind of confronting that, because number one, it makes it makes you be that much better, so that you can come in and like be even just prepared. But like on top of that, like it shows that you're making them think, and it probably makes them feel uncomfortable. And so
And that is the
yeah.
whole point of our No Filters No Fears, to literally make you uncomfortable. But no, I did address that on episode 38, I believe. That was a qualifications episode. I do feel like it is okay for people to challenge me. I don't have a problem with that, but it's the way that people approach it, as if like I don't have any qualifications or I don't have any education in the subjects that I do talk about, and even if I just learn about something myself, that is good. I'm like, hey, I just learned this, let me go share it with somebody. That is still a good way to expand your mind, right? Angel, you're quiet. What's going on?
I'm listening. What are you talking about?
Who is like, okay, next question. If you could start all over with no filters, no fears, would you? I don't think so. Is this a yes or no? Because I wouldn't, because then it wouldn't have taught me all the things I know now about editing, about compiling information, about asking people to come join the episodes, which is a freaking pain in the ass, let me tell ya. And then the knowledge that I have, I wouldn't have gained it at all. But then yes, because then with the knowledge that I have now, if that's possible, then yes, I will already be like bam, from the beginning. But I wouldn't. Vanessa, would you feel otherwise? Starting all over with no filters, no fears? That is a question that I'm asking because I need to know the answer before. So, wow, 46 minutes already? What the hell?
Hey, that's good. Right. Flying it. No,
I know, but it's like time goes flying really fast when you're like having conversations. Again, I am just very grateful for you all. Like I've known you like literally my entire life, so it's like awesome to have you here. Again, Brian, without you, we wouldn't be No Filters, No Fears. Like I will forever treasure Choobie's Book Corner, like little theme song, and quotey quotes. I haven't used it obviously because that was Vanessa's thing, and I just use quotes now, but I wouldn't have that. And your time and your talent is really appreciated. And Angel, obviously, thank you for always like supporting and being there and being part-time co-host, literally part-time co-host, because that's what she's like. I'm just a part-time co-host, and I can't be full-time, which I understand. This takes a lot of work. This is a full-time job. If people that are weekly, if you're doing it weekly, like every week, like it takes a lot of your life, so you have to be dedicated and willing to do it, because if not, then it's just not going to work. So yeah. And the last question, because I only chose several, because most of them were repeated. I'm like, there's 140 episodes of questions that I've answered. You could go through all of them. What are you most proud of? That's a deep question, because there's a lot I am proud of. I am about to cry, but it's okay.
I felt it.
The top two of No Fears: tech issues and crime. That's it. You do know that 3 years ago, we made our first episode and we find out that George Floyd died, right?
Yeah, I remember that. I think you even were going to premiere it and then didn't do it that week out of respect.
Yeah, it's till this day I'm obviously doing it because there is a reason why I'm doing the 3 years, but it's awful. Like me and Vanessa just getting out, and then all the shit that was happening, the riots and everything. Like, how can you sit there with a conscious mind, be like, oh, fuck the world, whatever's happening, let's just continue whatever. No, it's like you in my mind that felt awful. Like my heart could not take it. Like we got off and it was like, what was it, like 9 something? Then the next day we find out about it and we were like, while we were trying to have an episode, simultaneously there was some other like awful thing happening, and I was like, holy crap, you know, like forever No Filters No Fears will be not associated to anybody watching, but to me at least it will be associated with it, because it was the purpose of why we started doing the episodes, you know, like what was our purpose of bringing episodes to light, like shedding light on things that were obviously still going on, because people, again, still slavery is not going on, hangings are not going on, like wage gap is not going on, like women being treated awful, trans people, men being treated awful in their own ways, like a lot of things are going on, and that just reassured me that this was the right thing to do and why I was doing it, you know. And I would never forget that, ever. Like, it doesn't matter what year, what time it is, it's just awful. So I said 30 minutes, right? But like it's 51. But I do want you all to say at least one thing about how No Filters No Fears made you feel, or I don't know, something about it before we leave. Anybody could start. Angel, Brian.
Winnie.
Weenie, you been
Yep.
quiet.
Winnie, winning. Repeat the question again.
It goes to show nobody was paying attention in class today. No. I want to say, I asked how No Filters No Fears made you feel, like anything about it before we end the episode.
It kind of made me think, like when we did that episode about the pandemic, it kind of brought things that would normally be deep, very well. Sorry, guys.
Technology.
It's
Love
getting
it.
deep over here.
Yeah, it kind of brought those hidden feelings those thoughts that you never wanted to think about. It kind of just brought them to the surface, kind of like made you feel more open, more raw, like kind of just, it made you more open to self-reflection, basically. Like thinking about your life, what impact you may have on someone, how you can help someone, how you can help yourself too. So that's basically what it made me feel.
I'm right there with you, man. Every time I would do an episode, I'm like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing enough? Or should I, like, what should I do, you know? Angel, or are you gonna point to Brian? You want to be last?
Brian.
Oh wow. Okay, I was gonna save mine for last. That's fine. I think at this point, because it's been 3 years, and things are still very chaotic in many ways, but things have. I mean, you got to remember, you started in the middle of like the peak of the early pandemic, and then there was all these news headlines coming at us, and that it was getting more attention. Basically, these things were happening before, still are happening, like with George Floyd and others, and it was like a sense of community, I would say, especially when there wasn't really that going on in that moment. That's why I think I felt like even more reason I wanted to contribute. I saw the efforts you were making, not only for yourself and for making, bringing awareness, but just wanting to help and however you could. And like, I was just like, I gotta, you're my friend, but then like, I just was like, no, this is something I can, relate with and understand and just empathize with. And I was like, just wanted to help however I could. So it was just like a big sense of, it was a very uncertain time when you started, and it still is in many ways, but it was a big difference. And I'm glad you've stayed with it, and like you just keep doing your thing. And once again, I'm very proud to be part of it.
Thank you. You're gonna make me cry, but it's okay. Oh, who's next? I guess it's you. It has to be you.
Sorry.
This is like in class, man. Go.
Ah, man. I liked how it made you think, because most of my thinking was at school, where well, when I was doing online schooling, where I would have to type up how I felt about stuff, but I always limited what I said because, not everything your classmates want to hear, or you're going too deep, or it's not that serious. Here, you get to be as serious or as lighthearted as you wanted to be. You didn't have to worry about someone saying anything like, you know, that might just be you thinking that way versus I said something and maybe someone may have been feeling the same way, no filter. And it made me feel good.
Thank you for that. I'm gonna read Sharon's comment, or everybody else could see it. It says, "I appreciate your time and dedication towards each episode. The platform provided so many great insights on what's happening in the world we are sharing. Your passion truly felt even 3 years later. I'm proud of you and the growth. Congratulations." Thank you for that. I know y'all want to make me cry, but it's okay. It is that time, like we like to say, where we have to say goodnight. But before I let you all go, and if you're watching, this is the last episode for No Filters, No Fears. Oof. That actually hit harder than it was supposed to.
Think of it as a continued, dude.
Let me finish. It is for now, because I am thinking of continuing the episodes. It just will be sporadic. I feel that after the 3 years, it did what it needed to do, and I do need to put myself first, and my emotions and my mental health. And there is going to be a lot of topics that I am going to want to talk about, because this has been a passion of mine for forever, since I was an activist, when I didn't even know what the word was, and it truly means a lot to me that you all have been with me through the beginning of it, and share your thoughts, and right now just sharing your own thoughts about how it made you feel. But I do have to put a pause to No Filters, No Fears. So 140th episode, it is a celebration, and I know it's sad at the same time, but I do have to 140th episode, 3 years and 12 seasons. So this is our last episode for now, and again, it will be sporadic whenever there is something. There always gonna be something, and I will always want to talk about something, but it will not be weekly. And I just want to say thank you for sharing. And sorry, sorry, I know, it's a crying face. It looks like this. I know. But I just want to say thank you, everyone, for watching. And any final last words before we go? No.
I was never good at that. Don't.
Be
Brian,
kind.
Brian, Brian.
I'll just say, look, you don't have to have a podcast to be active in important topics. It's definitely a platform, and I think you handled it well and managed it awesome. But activism and just like caring about important things that matter not only to you but to people that maybe you've never met, or people that need awareness brought to certain issues, that it can be done with or without the podcast, and I know that you'll always continue that regardless. So this is just the end of one thing, but the continuation of everything you do already.
Oh, trust me, I'm still gonna be active in No Filters, No Fears page. Trust me, that's not gonna change. But it's gonna be a while until the actual episode, or a video. Thank you everyone for watching, and like I always say, stay fearless, everyone.
Bye.